Man, have you seen George?
Yeah.
You've seen?
Yeah.
Is he here? Is he in?
Yeah. He's here.
Is he going to come out though?
I need to...
What have you done with George?
Yeah. All right. I checked him in.
To
coat check.
What do you got there?
You've checked George into
I
coat?
checked George in a coat check. Yeah.
Shit.
I just can't. Adrian.
It's TAG Heuer.
I just can't.
It's TAG Heuer.
Not today.
It's not TAG without George. I'm looking for.
Hello, sir.
Hello. I'm looking for a George.
George?
Have you got our George? Let's just. We'll get a shot.
Just
Got George.
Hey guys.
Hey!
Still.
There he is.
How you doing? We are at the TAG Boutique. Just give me a second. Let's rock and roll. Come on.
Oh, here's the energy.
Come
Here's
with
the
me.
energy.
Come and have a look at some of the new watches. We're going to come and review them through here. They've brought out some amazing new watches. They've got the new glass box Carrera. This is an absolute killer of a watch, and I've got it coming to me right now. This for me is a killer of a watch. Look at this. This for me is absolutely amazing. Guys, what do you think?
So what are you telling me, George? We jumped straight in on a watch. What sort of year is this for TAG?
This is a real kind of belter of a year. The glass box for me, this is going what you would talk about neo something.
Neo vintage, yeah.
Neo vintage, but really, actually, this feels very familiar. It feels like a really good watch. What do you think, Adrian?
You know, I love it. It's called the glass box. It's got the nickname
39
glass
mil.
box, 39 millimeters. But what you love about the crystal, the dial has so many curves. If you look closely at this dial, it kind of ramps up. It's like got a half pipe right in the middle of the dial, as on the edge, and the whole distortion of the crystal along that dial.
Yep.
It makes the dial pop in so many ways.
Yeah.
So many elements in there. I'm a big fan of this one.
So what I love about this is that TAG Heuer has actually taken the Carrera. Previously there were the 160th anniversary real heritage themed models, and then there were the really like contemporary ones that were bigger, deeper. This one's pitched right between the two, and this is a new platform. You're going to see a lot more models.
I can't wait to see. I really can't wait to see where they take this range. And for me, you know, I also love that they moved the date wheel on the black one. They moved the date wheel up. On the blue one, they moved the date wheel down. And it's quite a cool thing. I know that you guys sometimes don't like the idea of this, but I like it because I'm just like, you know, they're playing with the exact design.
It wasn't until you mentioned the date wheel that I noticed that there was a date function, because it looks just like a normal accentuated 12-hour marker. It's
okay,
very clever.
now for me, this is a glass box. This is a larger case, but it's the tourbillon. This is the first time that the tourbillon has been put into something else.
Yes.
What would you would you explain? Because you like this watch.
I do, I really like it. And the reason I like it is that the tourbillon, if you're into that sort of a complication, your only option again has been these huge contemporary sized, you know, big cases, deep cases, massive diameters, Adrian, like 44, you know, very large watches. Whereas this is a 42 millimeter watch. It's not a super slim watch, but it brings a vintage and a tourbillon together as opposed to modern and tourbillon. And I think it looks quite charming.
I love the classic colours. This for me
nice
is
deep
something
blue.
TAG Heuer colours. It is like it goes back to the calculator, the blue and the orange. It really just looks amazing. Adrian.
So TAG have quite chunky cases on their chronographs, but I like how they've engineered this case, how they've designed it so that it has the appearance of being thin, which is what a lot of brands do, because it is hard to make a thin chronograph movement.
It tricks the eye, doesn't it?
It does trick the eye. So you've got the very heavily brushed edges, and then the high polished chamfered edges. It kind of allows the case to disappear. I'm not a massive fan of the tourbillon within a chronograph like this. I love this.
Becoming me.
I love this colorway, but I'd like to see this colorway applied to the more vintage styling of the previous glass box.
So
it's about effing time we got some color in our lives. Like this. Like this green hoodie. About effing time. And this one. I'm so confused. This is a blue About Effing Time hoodie. If you enjoy the content that we create and want to support us, jump over to abouteffingtime.net and check out the merch we've got over there. We've got hoodies, we've got t-shirts, we've got notebooks, we've got watch cases, loads of stuff over there. And it really does help us to build bigger, better content for you. And if you've done so already, thanks so much.
So there is something else. There's another watch that they launched.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a new Aqua Racer. Sorry, I just totally forgot. They've launched the Aqua Racer, but they've launched it in a new material.
Yep.
And this, for me, they've done it in bicolor and in the gold.
They've done it in biomaterial, as in two-tone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Bimaterial, sorry. But I love the dial on this.
Yeah.
For me, this is a really cool dial.
This is the Aqua Racer. Look at that blue, as George just said. There's almost like a radial gradient. It starts light in the middle and then gets deeper to the edges, which is your traditional fume, but it's quite an aggressive fume because it goes to super light in the middle. It's like looking deep into the ocean. Adrian, what do you think?
You know what? I'm not a massive fan of the case on this, but I am a big fan on the dial and the colorways. I especially like the two-tonal or bi-material version of this. Seeing it in gold, is this solid gold?
This will be solid gold.
Solid gold, yeah.
I'm liking how brands are. I'm into the gold at the moment, so I'm liking how brands are pulling this stuff out, and I'm liking.
Captain Boring. What the hell?
I like color.
What the hell?
No, it's a yellow gold year. It is a yellow gold year.
It is. There's a lot of brands pushing on that.
Yep.
So yes.
Okay.
What else we got?
I'm going to take you to something else. Yes, there is. Look, they've done the wonderful pink Carrera. This, and they've got it in like this wonderful pistachio color. These two are really good, but they've given me access to something else. There is a brand new watch, and it is cool because this is a first. So I am going to hand these watches back, and we're going to go over and go and have a look at something new. Come with me.
This is my favorite release from TAG.
This is freaking cool, and they're letting us access to it. They're going to open
watch I can
this.
actually get behind.
And George and this watch share things in common because they were both grown in a lab.
What, me and them are grown in a lab? Come on. Okay, so wait, mind your back, because they're going to come and open it.
Oh, no way, we're getting it out.
Opening it? Lamia, no way.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
The drum roll.
Oh, wow. Okay, this didn't happen in my meeting.
Freaking cool. Thank you so much. Look at this. It's lab-grown diamonds, and it is on the bracelet. I mean, like
that is, yeah.
And in the flesh, it looks great on the photographs, but in the flesh, this looks wow. Look at this.
A couple of things to say about this. Number one, that whole dial is a lab-grown diamond. That is not actually pave or diamond set. No, that is a solid diamond dial. This year we have this explosion of diamond pieces. It's almost like a glass bomb has exploded and embedded in the watch.
It's just so cool.
But when I talk about the appeal of this watch, and of course the solid diamond crown,
this is
just nuts.
So, the one thing I've got to say is Andrew tried to take his watch off to try and put it on. You're not allowed it on your wrist.
Oh, I know.
Okay,
I can't help myself. It's 90,000. 90,000, correct?
Sorry?
This is 90,000. What is the price? Oh, this is
500,000.
Jeez Louise.
500.
500 grand.
Adrian, what do you think of this?
So I'm actually conflicted on this one because I love the look of it. It's not my style of watch, but there's something about it that says it's not boring. It's not boring enough for me. I am conflicted because I do feel $500,000 for lab-grown diamond on an aluminium bracelet and case. That is punching quite hard.
It's hard to benchmark it, isn't it?
It is.
It's like,
it is.
Oh, let's look at that category, that thriving category of aluminium watches.
But there is something cool about it. It's an aggressive way of doing bling.
But also, it's an ultimate fuck you watch.
It is.
And that for me is what I love about this. Is it really is, and that's where the visionary side
But for $500,000, I'd want. I know I said there's no chemical difference between lab-grown and true diamonds, but for $500,000, I'd want real diamonds on that.
And then the sister or the brother or the cousin is this one. Now this, I don't know if we can get access to this, but this is lab-grown pink diamond. Lab-grown pink diamond in another watch.
This one's 90,000.
This is 90,000.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Andrew, why didn't you handle this one? Because I'm like this, but it's got a lab-grown pink diamond
crown. Yeah. Okay, so what we have here is a diamond dial. We have a pink diamond crown. We have the peaked and faceted lugs of the Carrera, so classic Carrera DNA. And George, what do we have in the place of the logo?
It's a pink logo.
Yeah.
This is freaking amazing. I mean, firstly, to get access, no journalists have got access to these. You have to look at these
behind a cage.
And for me, I'm a little bit like a kid in the
Making you
candy
flutter.
store.
It's fluttering.
I can feel it. It's
Yeah.
nice.
So
Nice.
again, this is TAG. They're bringing back the AG part of the TAG name, which means technical avant-garde. It's back this year but what they're doing with that avant-garde sort of progress mentality is moving into these jeweled pieces that I think, again, how many places are doing lab-grown diamonds?
No.
Have we lost George?
I think you're getting too negative on TAG, man.
Oh, we walked off. Did
guys.
I upset him? There he is.
Director of TAG Heuer has got his spot. George, come on, let's go.
George, we'll go.
Just enough.
Got work to do.
Okay, let's chase. Let's get out of here.
All right, okay.